Have you got that slide up all right, Richard?
Hold on. The slide, this is it. 10 Stockholm, that
Yeah, that's it.
And should it say from harmony and tonality, Mathews-Pierce?
Yep.
Good. Okay, let me move you back up.
Okay.
There you go.
So, this is a book that was published by, edited by Johann Sundberg in 1987, and it has the most complete information about Pierce's work in the Bohlen-Pierce scale in the 80s, and it also has a sound file of all the examples that, most of the examples that I'm playing today. Anyhow, if you look at the circular picture there, you can see the tempered scale, and the tones there are numbered 0 through 12 around the inner side of the circle. And so, now this scale is, in my opinion, all mathematics. The outer scale involves Pierce's choices on how to make a scale, or actually 13 scales, in various keys. And so those are numbered with the Roman numerals 1, 2, 3, 4, on up to 9. The intervals that Pierce, let's say, arbitrarily chose, but I think for good reasons, are a scale where the tonic, 0 or 1 in the key signature, is surrounded by 2 half steps. And then going up the rest of the scale is always a 2 steps followed by 1 step, followed by 2 steps, followed by 1 step, on around to the tritive. This scale, of course, has no octave. There's no note in the Bohlen-Pierce scale that falls on the octave. So now, one of the sort of nice properties of the scale is that you can modulate from one key to another by changing only one pitch in the scale. So that if we take the number, a Roman number, decimal number 1, and move that up to 2, move that pitch, then the key signature goes up from the thing that's called 0, would be the tonic, up to 3. So you can then jump up, go up by 1 key, and then if you change another note, you go up by another key. Or if you take the scale that falls on the Roman pitch 9 and move that step down 1 chromatic step, that will modulate you down to the key which is called 8. So you can modulate in single, very small steps, either up or down. And then, furthermore, you can have major chords and minor chords on all steps of the scale. And you can also, I mentioned it, but I didn't say why, you can also, in addition to the tempered scale, you can also set up just scales in any one key in this thing. So Pierce thought there were a number of possibilities, and that has turned out to be both the case and not the case, depending on what you're trying to do, and I'll try to go over that. Let's now get the 1980, let's get the slide which is called 40 dissonance data. Okay, so one of the I think important things in any scale is that you should be able to have both consonant and dissonant intervals, or at least John Pierce thinks that, and I agree with him. In a given key, there are actually 78 different chords that you can make that fall within that key on 9 tones of the key signature scale. And so Linda Roberts had people judge the consonants or dissonance of all these chords, and she found there was a big difference in their consonant dissonance ratings, and so that for the most dissonant chords, the consonants rating were varied from 2 to 3, and for the most consonant chords, these are now Pierce scale chords, or Bohlen-Pierce scale chords, it went from all around 9. So I have another example, again from the Stockholm paper, that plays, I think, the the 8 most dissonant chords and the 8 most consonant chords. So that is wave file. Okay, that's so. Play it.
Okay.
So I think that repeats, but I think you maybe hearing it once is enough.
You sure? That sounded like maybe that was the 8 consonant ones, Max. We haven't heard the dissonant ones yet.
Okay, then keep on playing.
Okay, so that was the 8 consonant ones. I think this is the dissonant ones. Maybe not. One last consonant. Here we go.
That's consonant.
Yeah. You know what, Max? I think the order of the example starts with the more dissonant ones. You label it dissonant and consonant. Do you think it starts with...
It does start with the dissonant.
Uh-oh. Okay, so these are the consonant ones. Sorry.
Okay.
Uh-oh,
okay.
We're all screwed up now. You know, because we were hearing that as consonant, so now these are so dissonant to us.
Okay.
They're harmonicity, they're dissonant.
Yeah.
They're so pure, they're bugging us. Making us irritable.
Well, of course, because you've been brainwashed by ear training. In fact, I call it ear washing myself. And all good musicians have this problem. Why don't you go back, though, now that we know the order thing?
Yeah, let's do it again. We'll start with 8 dissonant followed by 8 consonant.
Great.
Okay.